Sit down, sit down, I've got a story to tell. Sit down, I've got a story to tell. Sit down, I've got a story to tell. Sit down, I've got a story to tell.
What's going on, YouTube? pipblank sitting here with the Hobbit Trail guys. I got Brendan O'Day and Nate Ford. We're going to do a food for thought with probably one of the fanciest meals I've had in a long time. How about you first start off by explaining what we're diving in here?
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
Well, this is just a little something I threw together. We're having a nice bacon red pepper spinach salad and a little bit of pork. And
Yeah, you guys definitely seem like you have a pretty good idea what you're doing.
well, you do it for. He's been doing it for 15 years. Been doing it for 8. And we set off this idea of booking it ourselves started about 5 years ago. It was just a matter of finding the right person that could commit to it and saw for what it is. So that's kind of how we ended up going. Well, okay, you kind of think the way I do, and you write enough material that you can handle the time. Because like if you go to a comedy cafe show, if you go to the club here in town, the first show tomorrow. There's only one show tomorrow night. It's 8 o'clock. It'll be done by 9:30. Boom, done. 9:30. That show's over. And that's 3 comedians, sometimes 4 with a guest spot. For our purposes, we have a 1 hour and 45 minute to 2 hour long show with usually 2 comedians.
The idea of comedy is to get started in comedy and open mics, your training ground, your gym, your target practice, to get to MC. An MC does 5 to 10 minutes, depending on which club you're at. Some clubs don't even have you do material.
They just have you host.
Have you host, do the announcements, and bring up the comics. And you're lucky to get that stage time. So you got to impress or bring up the audience for the feature act and headliner within 5 to 10 minutes. So crowd work is not best suited for a host spot.
Right.
And now it's 5 to 10 minutes. You got to have 20 to 25 minutes to pull from to have a really great 5 to 10 minute set, because perhaps the audience won't go with you on certain jokes. So now you got to think to what you can pull from to put out this great show to build up the audience for the feature and headliner.
So we do go out and work on it a lot. And this is what we're focused on. We're focused on stand-up. A lot of people are focused on a whole bunch of other projects that don't necessarily have them doing that, focusing so much. If you just go to open mics, you're not going to see the touring, traveling road comics. This is the only reason we go to the open mics is because we're working on a lot of new material.
Practicing stuff.
Kind of regularly, because we go back to a lot of the same venues. We have a pretty high rebooking rate. So we have to always be freshening up our act. We can't hang on the same stuff for 5, 10, 15 years.
Right.
Like I said, it took me 7 years to develop 30 minutes, and that was going to every open mic and working hard at it. And in Minneapolis, you get up there and you fuck around like that, you'll be banned from that open mic. You will not be able to go up, because there's people that are willing to work on it and want to work on it and build a career out.
You get 35 people that sign up at an open mic. And if you're not serious about doing this, you are literally taking time from people who are trying to build this as a life and do something. You really should stop doing it. I'm literally talking to you guys. You should stop doing it unless you're really serious. And don't keep going there if you're not serious about it. And you should come and enjoy it and sit there, because imagine if your friends who are serious about it could get 7 minutes instead of 3.
I'm just saying, like, what he's saying is, don't go up there and waste people's time. Don't go up there and just like,
Yeah, and give us your problems. That's what therapy is for.
Yeah. And
go get a psychiatrist.
yeah, instead of 3 to 5 minutes for 30 people, imagine there's a place to go to do 7 to 10 minutes with 10 actual people that really want to work on it, that really want to set the tone and set the bar and then move their way up, going from MC to feature to headliner. You can't do that if you're going to waste your time doing it.
I've learned more from you two guys than all of the other comedians I've talked to, because you guys aren't afraid to say what's fucking really happening.
Well, it's just, I think it does come down to that brutal honesty. You have to be your worst critic. Lean
Yeah.
forward and look into the camera.
Because I mean, I can always put it on the bottom and stuff, but you always be like, oh, check out our website.
www.thehobbittrail.com. Yeah. Brain fart!
It's the problem with getting
Let's
low.
do a wacky dance for this part.
Yeah,
Brain
yeah,
fart!
we can cut this out. Shoot, I really totally forgot what it was.